The World Cup is much more than just a competition between the world's best national teams. From insane goals to shocking events, fans will remember these matches for the rest of their lives. Each time around, we get to see the under-23 players step up their gameplay and capture the attention of the world with their incredible talents. In this video, we're going to be listing down the 10 most valuable players under 23. First off, at number 10, the talented forward Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao is arguably one of the most talented players in the game at the moment. His starting price alone would break the Italian record for the benefit of the league, let alone his employer's AC Milan. Leao's fortunes at the San Siro have risen from around 13 million to 63 million in just 3 years. Industry insiders say that the Portuguese player is valued at 85 million by Milan, but we expect that his value may yet rise since his contract is expiring in 2024. He'll either make a Hollywood move next summer or commit to the Rossoneri on better terms. His incredible form helped Milan win the Serie A title, and the winger had 7 goals and 6 assists in 20 games last season, putting him in good shape for the trip to Qatar. Leao, who is usually in the inverted position on the left, can be a nightmare for opposing defenders to track as he dribbles into space with purpose. Negotiations for a new contract in Milan are still ongoing, but Chelsea and Real Madrid are reportedly keeping an eye on him. Coming in at number 9, Bukayo Saka's incredible attacking skills. Bukayo Saka is said to earn around £30,000 per week at Arsenal. Despite having 2 years left on his current contract, Transfer Market values him at around 90 million. And at the young age of 21, this value is only going to rise in the next few years. The England Player of the Year is already a key player for club and country, and he is reportedly set to sign a new 5-year contract worth £200,000 per week. Saka is an important member of the senior England squad and one of the first names on the Arsenal team sheet. Even though he missed a crucial penalty for his country in the Euro 2020 final, he has shown us time and time again that he is dedicated to his craft. The Englishman has admirable maturity and performed well during the Gunners' poor form. Moving on to number 8, the young Pablo Gavira. Gavi was probably this year's new star with how he performed in La Liga. The European footballer was promoted to Barcelona's first team just a few weeks after turning 17 last summer. He quickly settled in and has been a regular ever since. It was because of his skill set that the now 18-year-old Gavi was promoted to the Spain senior team and became the country's youngest ever debutant. He signed an extension to his Barcelona contract in September and turned his back on the European football club vultures begging for a shot at signing him to their franchise. Gavi, now a full international and a regular under Xavi, was only 6 when Spain won the World Cup, but he'd be one of the most difficult players in the world to prize away. Barcelona does not let academy stars leave on mega deals. His current value is at 90 million. Next up at number 7, Jamal the Bambi Musiala. Musiala is an incredibly gifted attacking midfielder who floats around and switches positions with ease. He has been in such spectacular form for Bayern this season, with 12 goals and 10 assists in 22 games, that he enters the World Cup as a genuine difference maker for Germany. The 19-year-old meshes well with his teammates thanks to his brilliant on and off the ball running, and his fine ball control allows him to dance his way through the opposing defense to clean finish. Jamal Musiala, who was born in Stuttgart and raised in Croydon, has never had a transfer market valuation lower than his current one. If Bayern Munich sold him for his current value of 100 million euros, he would break the club's record sale by a big margin. Coming up at number 6, Bellingham's excellent gameplay. Bellingham is definitely one of the most exciting players to watch on the field. He is a fan favorite, and at the young age of 19, his value has skyrocketed since leaving for the Bundesliga. However, Borussia Dortmund may not get as much for him as a Premier League club would for Saka or Rice. BVB's business model is based on Bellingham's sale. If they go ahead with the sale, his current 90 million valuation would be excellent for the team, considering they paid much less for him. With 3 years left in Germany and no obvious desire to leave, Bellingham's value could rise even further. Moving on to number 5, the skilled Pedro Lopez. At one point, there was concern that Pedri might leave Barcelona, but since Lionel Messi's departure, he has become their most valuable player, so we don't see it happening anytime soon. Pedri, who is about to turn 20, was not a La Masia graduate and was signed from the Las Palmas area, but has been treated as if he was one of them. He had the honor of inheriting the sacred number 8 shirt from Andres Iniesta's back and signing a bumper new deal that will keep him a Barca player until 2026. The Spaniard had an extreme extremely eventful first half of 2021, in which he became a rising star for Barcelona, a regular for Spain at Euro 2020, and won an Olympic silver medal in Tokyo. He is widely regarded as the future of both club and country, and it would almost certainly take a record fee to lure him away from Camp Nou right now. Up next at number 4, Phil Foden is here to dominate. Pep Guardiola had only won one title at Manchester City when Phil Foden signed a contract with them, and there were concerns about skills because of how young he was and whether the City Academy's crown jewel would have to leave to pursue opportunities. It's safe to say Foden has more than proven his critics wrong. The 22-year-old has had a fantastic season with his club so far, building on an impressive start to his career. The Stockport Iniesta had 5 goals and 5 assists in 15 appearances across all competitions and making cameos at Euro 2020. And while no one expects the player to leave the club, he could be a year away from leaving on a free transfer while clinching a 5th Premier League title in May 2023. He is currently valued at 110 million euros, which shows how well he has played in recent years. Following up at number 3, Vinicius Jr.'s breakthrough. Vinicius Jr. has been a Real Madrid player for 4 years, and according to Transfermarkt, his value fluctuated during that time, never falling below the 31.5 million market value set when he joined the club. The Brazilian's value has risen to a record-breaking 120 million euros, thanks largely to a Champions League final winning strike and 10 goal contributions in his first 13 matches this season. He seemed to have found momentum in European football and appears to be on track to remain around this valuation for the foreseeable future. However, if rumors are true, then a new contract might become a possibility for the young player as well. Coming in at number 2, the GOAT, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain, but for him to do that, he needs the PSG to lower his market value from the insane 160 million euros it's valued at currently. 5 years ago, the French giants paid millions for the privilege of bringing him to Parc des Princes. It might take a similar fee to get him out of PSG again. The youngest ever World Cup final goal scorer is still only 23, but he peaked in value before the lockdown at 180 million. He's now only worth 160 million, with 3 years remaining on the contract extension he signed over the summer. Who knows how much a franchise could be willing to splurge for King Kylian if he abandons this new deal after all. Finally, at number 1, Erling Haaland is Man City's ace. Along with PSG's Mbappe, Haaland is the most sought-after player in the world. Last year's top-ranked player is back once again to dominate the list. He joined Manchester City this July and signed a 5-year deal, which means he'll be at Etihad Stadium until 2027. It would be safe to say that whoever tries to buy him next will have to pay a lot more than his current market value of 170 million euros. There are rumors that his new contract has a release clause of around 200 million euros. Haaland has had an outstanding start to his City career, scoring 23 goals in 18 games, including 18 in 13 Premier League appearances. After resting during the World Cup following Norway's failure to qualify for the finals, the attacker will be ready to add to his tally and possibly break the league record when the season resumes in December. That's a wrap for this video. Who is your favorite player? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.